Cheers. Beamer's Tea Room here after a little bit of time in between. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. It's November 30th. I had a hell of a time messing with my Storm, getting the front fender off, getting the front end lifted. The lesson learned is buy the proper tool for the proper job. So what that means is instead of trying to modify an old car pin jack, which did work fine to lift the back end up with the tire, does not work well lifting the front of a Triumph Storm. So by waiting, I did save $30 of a pre-Black Friday sale. I picked up this nice scissor lift from Amazon. I got a new Triumph banner behind me. I'm thinking that might be a good area, but I have a lot of stuff that I use, so it's probably gonna go above the other ones on the other wall, but I like it. Thought I'd show it. It's just clamped up there. Here's a question I went to YouTube and the internet for. And I can provide an answer now because nothing on YouTube addresses prepping matte black paint for gloss. Everything on there is deglossifying, making gloss, semi-gloss, all the other direction. Beamer, why do you want to take your matte paint and go glossy? Well, matte paint's hard to take care of in my opinion. And matte black, just like gloss black. Black is beautiful, but oh my God, it shows every little mark. So, I've already done this one. I prepped it for primer. The answer I couldn't find is what grit should I use on the matte paint? I was afraid that maroon/red Scotch-Brite was going to be too heavy, being that that is the equivalent of 320 sandpaper. So I am at Wesco Auto Body Supply down in town, and while waiting to pay for my 600 and 800 grit sandpaper, which I didn't have. I got tons of really high grit stuff, but no 6 or 8. Oh yeah, I picked up a new wet sanding sponge from 3M. I asked another guy waiting in line who apparently owns his own body shop and does a lot of custom painting. And he said, just use red Scotch-Brite. So there you go. Red Scotch-Brite to prep matte paint. And then you're gonna use your primer and your primer sealer and then your base coat. So this one's prepped already. This one's not, so you can see the difference. So real quick, just for a minute. And there are little imperfections from some rock dings that were very slight, but I just watched this take out. And the difference between Scotch-Brite and the sandpaper is it really does go over your curves much nicer. Got some sealant or something on this right here, so I have to get a little more aggressive on that. Give that a white. By the way, detailing towels is like Velcro with Scotch-Brite. I have my garage up to 70 degrees. It's a non-insulated garage, so I'm pretty impressed. I have two Mr. Heater 1800 BTU propane heaters going because it's an experiment to see how warm I can get this place. And then I will turn them off after I'm done filming and see how long the heat stays before it's too cold to do any painting. While doing this, no, I will not have open flame heaters while using spray paint. I will have my 10x10 up and it will be as contained as I can keep it. And once painting is done, I will vent out the garage and bring up the heat. When that happens, I'm going to ask my neighbor if I can put both of my bikes in his garage so they don't get overspray. So here we now have both side panels ready for primer. All right, have a good night. Cheers.